Welcome back, it's episode 31 of The Journeyman, and you might notice something a little bit different. I'm not in my old bedroom flat. I've got a new setup, and you're probably thinking it looks a bit rubbish. Well, it's not done, it's not started. It's not a green screen. I've not pretended that I'm in an old Serbian football manager's office. No, this is my current setup. Tried to spruce it up a little bit with a few trinkets and random shite like I've even included FM Llama in his party fiesta gear. So he's with us for the foreseeable future. But no, so the setup's not quite done. Gonna spruce it up with a few pictures here and whatnot and probably sort that out a little bit better. But yeah, apart from that, we're back ready to go for the Journeyman series. And shall we stop waffling and go have a look at the new 3.5-star club that we are now managing? Right, here we are. You've seen the intro. You know what's going on. We're in Serbia. We're with the pretty famous for probably the wrong reasons quite a lot of time, but well, they're a big club in my eyes. Big club in Serbia. Huge club in Serbia. It is Partizan Belgrade. And yeah, should we start off just having a quick little overview of them? You know, I'm pretty pleased to get this job, to be honest. The interview was quite tough. Basically, what won them over in the end was agreeing to kind of take part in some organised bare knuckle fights amongst the ultras. You know, apparently I've got to fight some big hard champion, and they were like for entertainment purposes, and I'm in. So yeah, so that's coming up in the future, but we don't think about that now. We're in the club. We've got a pretty solid team. I'll show you that, but I'm quite pleased. Maybe a few transfers I would have liked to have got over, but I didn't. But we'll go all through that. But first, let's just have a little overview of the club. So obviously, we're in the Superliga, the Serbian First Division. Year founded 1945. Obviously a professional. We're professional these days. That goes without saying. Reputation 3.5. We're going up in the ranks now. We're really starting to go places. We're in the Champions League qualifiers, which I will update you on also. General, so our rivals, obviously fierce rivals, is Red Star. We'll go on to those as well in a little bit. Obviously that is the big derby in Serbia. Icons, it looks like we just throw out the term icon to absolutely anyone, because there's quite a few icons there. You'll maybe recognise a few, like Jukanovic. He was Fulham manager, I believe, at one point. The likes of Stevan Jovetic, who is 34 now. He's head of youth development, apparently. He's not great. So players like that, they've got a bit of history when it comes to producing good Serbian footballers. And yeah, media predictions second. Facilities. Look at this. This is the big time, boys. I know we're only in Serbia. It's not like I'm at bloody Barcelona or Real Madrid. Well, this is the big time for us. We've come on leaps and bounds since managing in the Malaysian league. 32,710 all-seater stadium, the Stadion FK Partizan. Built in 1949 and rebuilt in 2010. Stadium condition is good. Undersoil heating, yes, needed in those winter months. No roof, that's fine. Grass, we love a bit of grass. Always good to play football on the grass. Pitch condition, very good. Corporate facilities, good. Training facilities, great. Data analysis, below average, but no one really cares about that. Youth facilities, great youth facilities. We've excellent academy, coaching, and exceptional youth recruitment. So I'm expecting to see some absolute wonder kid gems, Serbian gems coming through the youth system. We've got a few already. Well, it's just a little teaser. Gonna show you that eventually, but we do have a few good young players. Affiliated clubs now. There's 4 there in the Serbian lower leagues. We've just got general partnerships to be loaned and friendly games and that whatnot. History. Now, this club has a lot of history in Serbia. If you know much about the Serbian First Division, you'll know it's pretty much a 2-horse race for most of it. The 2 horses being obviously ourselves and Red Star. So looking back, history, we'll just go back to 03-04. So finished second, first, that's both second. First, second. First, champions, second, champions. A little bit of a dip in 1920 to third. So I don't know who nipped in there. But then we finished second 4 times in a run to eventually last year finish champions. So you'll notice that we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years without winning the league. That is a lot for a team like Partizan in the Serbian First Division. I assume Red Star was winning all those, but somehow last season they've gone on and won it, and the manager must have moved on. I've not actually checked because surely they wouldn't sack a league-winning manager. So they finished 5 points clear of Red Star. So we're taking over the league champions, guys. There's a bit of expectation. I've expectation from myself also. Club Vision wants us to challenge for the league, so they're not saying win it, which is interesting. Challenge, I guess that's because Red Star probably going to come back fighting this year. But yeah, us being league winners, I'm thinking I want to go and win it again. Like, I'm putting that out there now, putting the expectation on us. Let's go for that league, and I'm try and qualify for the Champions League. That'd be nice. But yeah, club vision and club culture. Let's see what they've given us and what we've agreed to. Sign high reputation players. So not sure what a high reputation player really counts for at this level. Hopefully the ones I've signed will be enough, but we'll see. Still to be decided on that. The reserve and judgment. Develop players using the club's youth system. Up for that. There's some great young players. Very happy to start bringing in a few of them. Play attacking football. Finally, we've got a team which is one of the better teams in the league. We can start playing some good attacking football. So that's good. Make the most of set pieces. Now, that is not something I threw in there because you know my old sort of teams were quite set piece heavy. But no, I didn't actually ask for that. That was already in here. So I'm happy to agree to that. We'll just tick the play set pieces box and hope that we score a few set pieces. That's all we could do really on that. Might try a few little throw-in tactics or corner tactics just to spice that up a little bit. Work within the wage budget. Yep. And end of the current season. So this is what they want us to do for this season. So Champions League reached the 3rd qualifying round. We've already done that. I will show you those games shortly. Challenge for the Super League, just mentioned that, and win the Cup Sprija, which must be the domestic cup. Always up for a domestic cup. We know that. We know that at all my previous clubs, that is what I want to go for. So we're a top team. We want to challenge for the First Division and win the cup, which means there's a higher chance you're going to see me crying, downing pints again. So that's definitely something to stick around for. What should we go to next? Let's go to the transfers. Transfers is always good to have a look at. I arrived after this first signing. So Vladimir Djordjevic is not one of my signings. I wish he was one that I could claim as my own because I'm a big fan. 18-year-old Serbian, like he's only 18, and look at those stats. Tackling 17, he's a right back. Possibly could develop into a defensive midfielder. The options there. Passing 10, marking 13, first touch 13, teamwork 13, aggression. He's definitely Serbian. Pace, acceleration. He's not the quickest. He isn't your modern day fullback. I don't think he's going to be bombing on. He's like good jumping for 5'9". He's 16. Good, very fit. Half decent stamina. He's just a solid right back in my eyes. Maybe we can play 4 defenders who kind of sit a little bit and just let the rest of them just fly on forward, attacking, and get a little bit of freedom for the attacking players, because I don't think he's going to offer much going forward. But yeah, he's the first one. Would have liked him to be one of mine, but he was already signed. He's a good player, very promising. Next up, this is one I like this one, but I don't think he's going to be too great for us. It's a bit of nostalgia. It is Matija Nastasic. You'll know him from Manchester City, Schalke. Who else has he been at? He was at Fiorentina before. He is ex-Partizan. Never actually made an appearance for them. So he came through the youth, was bought by Fiorentina for 2.2 million. And I've brought him home, I have. He is only 31 still. 31 is still young. I'm not too far off that these days. So that is still young in my eyes. Good mentals, half decent technicals. Physicals aren't great, are they? He is in just for his experience personally. I'll see how he gets on, but his mentals in this sort of league he might get away with not having the best of physicals. Left-footed as well. Love a left-footed, left-sided centre half. So that's always nice to have. You know what? It's a nostalgia signing. Next up is a loan, Jan Ateki. So I needed a defensive midfielder to break stuff up. My thinking was type of Kante player, Ndidi, just the player in midfield and get about and win the ball a lot. And this was my thinking. So he's got great mentals in my eyes, positioning, teamwork, anticipation, concentration for a defensive midfielder, work rate 15, marking 14, tackling 15, strength 14. He is literally just going to be in there to break shit up. And that's going to be his main job for us. So happy with that signing. He's only on loan, so if it doesn't go too well, we'll just get rid. Next up, 2 goalkeepers. When I arrived at the club, there was only 1 keeper, I think, or maybe actually there was. So we'll skip over here. There was actually this goalkeeper, Gajic, and I was actually thinking, he's 20. I kind of like the look of him. He's got potential. He could be my keeper for a lot of the future. Sorry, just having these players weren't. I've not even seen these players because they were gone before I came. But Gajic was one who was there when I arrived, but as soon as I arrived, he'd already had a transfer bid accepted by Leipzig. There was nothing I could do to change that. He was on his way, 1.2 million. So I needed 2 keepers. We started off with Anton Mistriushkin from Arsenal Tula. Let's have a look at him. So he's 28-year-old Russian. I think he's a bit of a steal at 1.8 million, to be honest, guys. I'm quite happy with him. AO reach 17. Command of 13s there, decent. Handling 14. One-on-ones 14. Kicking 16. Reflexes 14. Like, all his stats are above 14, 13s. You know what you want. So pretty pleased with him, to be honest. Even rushing out 14. So we're going to play quite a high line. So to have him sweep a keeper is something I was looking at having. Milan Vidovicic is the backup keeper I've signed, 21, Serbian, and I think he's decent as well. 21, he's got a little bit of potential. I think he's probably always going to be our backup keeper behind the Russian guy who I've already forgotten his name. But he's a young Serbian goalkeeper, nice to have as backup. So yeah, that is all our signs currently. I'm going to show you what I've got in the pipeline, guys. Because these players, what am I trying to do here? Okay, these players here are ones I'd really sign, but I just don't have the fees. Unfortunately, I've run out of money. I've currently only got 572k. I've had bid accepted and contract accepted for this player, Gershka, left back. Just very solid. Like, he looks like in talks with us, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to have the money to get him. And next up, Dimitri Istrati, target man. I really want this player. 19 years old, Romanian, 6'6". I know I've got FM Llama in my ear just saying, where's Chuck? Chuck is your big target man striker. Well, this guy could be the next Chuck. Better than Chuck. He is clearly already better than Chuck. What am I saying? I'm trying to butter up FM Llama here. No, sorry, Chris. This is the guy. Look at that. Look at his stats. Like, finishing 14, first touch 15, heading 16, jumping 17, strength 16. What a target man this guy is for 19 years old. Again, I've had a bid accepted for him, 1.9 million. I think that is a steal as well. Like, for a player like that, I just think he's something different, and I like a striker who's a little bit different, but probably not going to be able to get him this time around. Maybe I might try again in the winter break if we get any more funds, maybe sell a few players, but currently they're the two which I've got in the pipeline. This is our current squad and tactics, still to be played around with. Not quite set on this. I've only played a few games with this team so far, and I've still yet to find my best squad really. But we'll go through kind of what I'm thinking at the moment, and then I'll show you the tactics and everything, and show you the games I've played. And I think we'll have enough time for our first game of the season in the league, and we'll see how these players get on. But up front, we've got the likes of Ivanovic. I've actually got a better striker than him, so he's our second choice striker. First choice is Stojkic, who is a young, pretty decent player, 19 years old, pace, dribbling, finishing. There's going to be a running theme here. You're going to see a lot of good young Serbian players who've come through the youth. On the right is currently Stosic, young Serbian. He's not the best, but when I say he's not the best, he doesn't look the best, but when I've played him, you'll see he's got 1 goal, 2 assists in 1 game, and he's got something there, flair in terms. He's probably going to be one of those, wingers who, on his day, pretty decent, but probably the other games he'll be bang average. In the middle, we're playing a attacking midfielder. I love a attacking midfielder, even though probably rarely do anything, but I just like them in there. They create a little bit of space, a little bit of another option for the striker midfielders. He is another young Serbian, 21 years old, passing 14, technique 16, first touch 16. Look at them mentals for a 21-year-old. Like, there's some good players in this squad. Just need to get them ticking. On the left, unfortunately injured today. Spanish, 19-year-old, not quite Serbian. Gonzalez, so very young squad, isn't it, so far? Pacey, good passing, half-decent mentals. Good 19-year-old. Might not be starting there every game. There's other options on the bench, which I'll go through as well. So just bear with the team a little bit now. I'm not sure what the starting lineup is going to be. We're going to experiment a little bit. Deep lying playmaker, Stupar. Now, he is another good player, 20 years old, Serbian. You see, you know what's going on here. There's a lot of good Serbians. Technique 15, passing's all right, first touch, like good mentals, good physicals. We've got quite a good batch of midfielders. Next to him is Milasavic, a bit older, 24 years old, part of the old gang, bloody hell. Past his best, eh? First touch 16, passing 13, determination 14, vision, work rate, just another good solid centre mid. Obviously, we've got that loan signing Ateki to come in there as well. He might get a game today. Right back is Djorkovic. You've seen him, the signing. His 2 centre halves currently are Vukacic, 29-year-old Montenegrin. Never knew what a Montenegro, like what you call them, but it's apparently Montenegrin, and that's quite cool. We've learned something new today. Well, I've learned something new. You probably sat there going, yeah, everyone knows that. But no, he's a good good centre-half, like good mentals. Again, Nastasic could come in for him, but he started off well so far. Mitrovic next to him. Now, Mitrovic, is he, I need to check this. Is he the brother of, it doesn't look like he is. He's got no favourite personnel. But Mitrovic, who plays for Fulham, the striker, is that not the spitting image of him and the same name? There's something there, I'm telling you. But no, he's a very experienced, 34 years old. Like, he definitely is. He's bloody pensioner in this team, but look at them mentals. You need that in the back, really. Positioning, look at all them, all 14s, jumping. He's not even that slow, 9s. He's left-footed as well. And then he'll be competing with the likes of, just an example of other centre-halves who can play there. Konecsic, not really too great, pretty much a backup. And it was basically Nastasic. So I think I tempted to give Nastasic a start today, but no, I'm going to let them two kind of play first, see how they get on. Yeah, we'll go with these two first today, and Nastasic can maybe play the next game or whatnot. Left back is a little bit of a weak spot, even though he has played quite well so far. He's a left back, left winger, but he is mainly a winger. Really, really average technical, mentals, and physicals. Just really, really, really average. That's why I'm after that left back. Need to feel a few funds for him first. On the bench, Blagovic, another good Serbian centre mid, fairly solid, 15s in the right areas, 22 years old. Just going to fly through these ones because time is getting on a bit now in this video. I want to get the game in for you. Another 19-year-old striker, finishing 16, not bad. Pavlovic, 22-year-old Serbian, solid attacking midfielder. Stojkic, who is... he was my first choice right mid before the other guys started playing well. 20 years old, Serbian again, quick. I think he's just going to switch a bit with Stojcic, them two on the right. See, I think they'll both have their purple patches and both have their bad patches. So I'll keep swapping them to get the best out of the both of them. Kristic up front is another 21-year-old Serbian. He's just a fairly average, fairly solid striker. Here we got another left back, average. Stojkic, who I've shown you. This keeper is another keeper who I found in the reserves, but I'm probably going to try and sell him. Same again. Oh, actually, Vidukovic is the one I've signed. Getting confused. So Vidukovic is the one that I've signed and keeping. Nastasic, Ateki showed you these, and last is Mendic. Oh yeah, no, Mendic is another one for right mid. So right mid, there's two 20-year-olds and a 19-year-old, all pretty good. He actually looks the best, apart from his pace and maybe stamina. Let's down a little bit, but he's a bit more technical. Maybe just a technical winger. Yeah, good potential. Pretty happy with the team. This is what we're going to do with tactics-wise. So positive starting, shorter passing, quite wide width. We've got some half-decent wingers. Want to stretch the pitch out as much as we can. Play out defence, work ball into the box. We're going to go for a short passing and a slower tempo. We're going to try and dominate this league possession-wise and keep the ball a little bit. Play for set pieces. That's going on. Especially if we get a big striker in or, just a bit more height in there to win those. Transition, we're going to counter, distribute quickly, distribute to fullbacks, out possession, a higher defensive line, higher line of engagement, and extreme urgent pressing intensity. That sounds absolutely mental the way that I've never actually really read that. Extremely urgent pressing intensity. All right, that's what we're going to do. All right. So, just lost my head a little bit then. That is the tactics. It's nothing too fancy at the moment. What I do like to do when I do my tactics, I always do custom, is start with something which I think is going to work and then tinker it to get it better and better the more I watch the team play. I've already kind of done that a little bit with the friendlies, like changed a few things. Like I've gone the tempo down a little bit and worked the ball into the box. But yeah, as this season's going to go on, I'm going to tinker a little bit to find the best tactic for our team. So before we get into today's game, and it is against Baka Palanca, we've got just a few games to go over, a few friendlies. We had a 2-0 win against Pomori, lost 2-1 to Telopik. Champions League qualifiers. So we played Sheriff Tiraspol, who are a team from Moldova, not the best team in the world, 2.5 rated. We beat them 3-0 at home in front of 31,000. We've got goals from penalty for Stupa, Espan Gonzalez, and Mandic. They had a man sent off, which kind of set us up for the easy win, really. Then we had a friendly cup semi-final against Swansea, lost 1-0 to them. That's not bad. Swansea are a good championship team. Yeah, they're in the championship still. So they're, solid team. We probably should have done better against them, but, I had a few like random players in there to see how they would do. Next up, we had the third place playoff, drew 0-0 against some shocking team and won on penalties. And then we had the second leg against Sheriff Tiraspol. Again, a 3-0 win. We had goals from Ivanovic, who got the goal to kind of, ease our worries if there was any. Then Milosevic got the second. Oh my God. I try not to say that I'm murdering these names because it's what I say every time and what everyone says, but some of these are difficult. Alexander Stojcic also got the goal. 3 goals in the first 15 minutes there, guys. Killed the game off and went on to win, which then set us up for, in the next leg, the Champions League second qualifying round. I've just realised, our target was to get to the third round, wasn't it, with the club vision? We're only at the second, so we need to beat these to get to where the board expect, and it's against Qarabag, who are reputation 3-star, obviously a team from Azerbaijan. Not a good place to travel to, quite far. Not that far actually from Serbia as it is from the English teams, but still not a nice place really to travel to. So it could be a difficult away leg, this one. But we've got them out. I'm going to play today the game against Baka Palanta in the Serbian League, and then come back for the second leg of the Qarabag, just to give you a little bit of Champions League qualifying action. Right, that brings us to today's game. Sorry guys, before we get into the team, forgot to mention finances. We're in a pretty good financial situation. We've got 6.6 million in the bank. And projection, so at the end of this season, they're predicting 5.79 million. Next season, 6.87. So we're going to be making money in the future, hopefully. Obviously, depends on signings and wages and whatnot. But the club is in a very good financial situation. We've got a wage budget of 107,000, guys, and I'm only spending 43. So there's room to move that around to get like a bit of a better transfer budget. We only got 2.93 at the start. 75% of the transfer revenue is made available until 11 million has been generated. Therefore, thereafter, this will drop to 40%. So, that's finances. We've also, yes, guys, you know what's coming. We're currently studying for our Continental A license. That's going to take us up, take our attributes up to the next level, hopefully. I think that is all, guys. Let's go check the team out. Okay, the team to face Baka Palanca away today. It's what I've just shown you, so I'm not going to go through too much, just a couple of changes. I brought in Dragan Stojcic up front, the young, fairly pacey striker, with Vanovic going to inside forward on the left. He's a bit of a strange one, as you can see from his attributes. He's not that great. He's pretty all rounded, but he plays everywhere, so he could be useful really. Ataki's in for brought him in for, where has he gone? I brought him in for Milosevic, just to be a bit more of a defensive, ball-winning midfielder in there. Apart from that, the team is all the same as before. We're going to put Mostovic on the bench for, who's missing out? Knevic, because we've already got Nastasic on for centre-half. Few lads who are lacking a bit of match sharpness, so I might bring them off eventually, but we'll see how it goes. That's the team. Let's go get into our first game of the season with the mighty Partizan Belgrade. Here we are. It's a breezy day in Baka Palanca. Not a clue. I don't know much about this league. Don't know what's going on really. Just having a quick look at the opposition today. See, they're They're not up to our standard, I don't think, but we don't want to be too complacent and drop any points here. This is a must win. When you're going for the league against Red Star, who are going to win pretty much most of their games as well, we're going to have to do the same to keep up with that. Let's have a look. Give the fans something to expect us today, just to start off with them. Right, here we go. Come on, must win this. We don't want to have a bad start and be chasing Red Star. It's not how we want to go about things here. Wearing our white strip today. Wonder if we've got many ultras here. Famous Partizan ultras. Obviously famous for not the best things. I believe they were banned from Europe at one point, Partizan Belgrade, due to their ultras' behaviour. So, hopefully Football Manager doesn't really imagine that. Imagine they had like something in the match engine, not the match engine, but the general Football Manager engine where your fans, if you got into Europe after like many years of trying really hard and you got in there and your fans eventually lost you it, and it's Stojkic in and we're 1-0 up, 3 minutes in. That's the sort of stuff we want to see. Good assist by Stupar, the centre mid, into Stojkic. Stojkic, who, brought Stojkic in at right mid as well. So good to see him getting in on the goal. Nice to see the master plan coming together. So he just, what a ball. Outside the boot, just like chipped it. A little bit of chip, a little bit of F2 swaz. And it's, I hate myself. Can't believe I've just delved into saying the word swaz on a recording. Wow. Okay. Playing out from the back. This is the way we want to play. Possession football in this league, I think, is going to be the way forward. Here's the new player, Jan. I like that. Makes it a bit easier for me to say his name, just Jan. Jan the man. Doing all he can. Ooh, got away with that one. Left back is a bit of a weak point for us. Stupar. Come on, give it Stupar. He's an absolute magician. Or give it Jan. Ivanovic. Oh, it's Stojkic with his second. This is going how we would have hoped so far. It's great left-footed ball out by Jan. He started the game well for us. Ivanovic, number 10. Wow, could be a key player for us. Started off well. And Stojkic, I've gone for the right mid today. You see the possession then? I think it was 81%. Might have misread it, but 81%. We're just going to dominate. I think the thing with playing in a league like this and being one of the top teams, you have to guard against complacency. I know it's a classic, but that's where you can drop points. And somehow we've got to be clinical enough not to do that. College into Stupar. He's not a goal scorer. Bit more of an assist man. Our Red Star getting on. They're winning, of course. Ivanovic. Stojkic. He's looking good. We go all the way back. Get that possession stats up. Oh, God. New keeper. Can't kick a ball. Not a good sign. And they are coming forward. Don't tell me that was... Who was that? Oh, College. Attacking midfielder doing a bit of work for us there. And we're regaining the hold on the game now. Stupar. Oh, he's a little magician. Give it him again. Here he is. He just wants it all the time. Into Jan. College. Goal best come from this because it's been very patient. Oh no, they've had a shocker. Stojkic, first goal of the season. He is not the other Stojkic, he's the striker. We've got two Stojkics on today. So D Stojkic, as in the Stojkic, is the striker who just scored. A young 19-year-old, advanced forward. Number 9. Yeah, good finish. And fires his arrow. just like every other Football Manager striker. 79% possession now. They've had no shots. 3-0 up. It's going to plan so far. I think... Ooh, teasy. I think as we get into the season and we hopefully are in Europe, it's either whether it's in the Champions League or Europa League, kind of would like to make Europe not a priority, but I definitely want to compete in it. So it's here we go. Stojic finishes, well done, great finish. But I would like Europe to be kind of quite high priority and do well in that, because it puts us up on another level, doesn't it? Competing against the best in Europe, or the Europa League, second best of Europe / third best of Europe / some bad teams in there, Europe. But so it's going to be a bit of squad management, I think, throughout the season. Maybe that's where we could potentially drop a few points. It's not always going to be plain sailing like this, I don't think, when we're having to rest a few players due to Europe. But at the moment, it's going really well. 4-0. Can we get 5 before half time? It's Ivanovic. Oh, yeah, we can. Stupar. What? Wait, I need 5'9". So Stupar, the little playmaker in centre mid, apparently goes up for corners and apparently gets his head on him. Back the way it came, top corner. Not only is he a little playmaker, but he rises like a salmon and he can head a ball. What can he not do? That's going to be the first half. 5-0 up, 74% possession. We've let them have a few shots. We'll take that. Red Star are 1-0 up with an own goal. They're not dominating. It's a good sign. We've got... Everyone's on quite high rate. New keeper. Maybe it's just because he's not a lot to do, but he's on 6.7 and he did give the ball away. Maybe his kicking isn't too great. But first half, we've got 2 goals from Stojic, 2 assists from Ivanovic, 2 goals from Stojic on the right mid, Stupar with an assist and a goal. All going pretty well. And I don't think this can even come back to bite us 5-0. That'll be the best comeback I've ever seen on Football Manager if we end up losing this or drawing this after being 5-0 up at half time. But this should be done. It's this level of arrogance and confidence which usually Football Manager likes to punish. But I think I've done too much in that first half for them to even have a chance of testing me. College, I want to see more from him in attacking midfield, more than that. And it's another goal for Stojic. Hat-trick for him today. Not really much else to say. He's a good little striker. Let's just have a little look at him. Dragan. What a name. Dragan. I might just call him Dragan. We've already got a Stojic on the right, so yeah, Dragan is sorry for getting rid of your proud Serbian surname. You're now Dragan. So Dragan obviously is here, 19 years old. He does want to leave. He's wanted by West Brom, Inter Milan, SC Braga, Basel, and Girona FC, who not quite on the same level. But yeah, he is wanted and he does want to go, I believe. What's his happiness at the moment? Complaining, wants to move to a bigger club. So it's not affected his performance today, me blocking that. But yeah, eventually we might have to cash in on him. But yeah, he's got a hat-trick today. That's all that matters. And we are flying 6-0. Not really much else to say. It's not the most entertaining if you're here for a close contest today. But I just wanted to kind of get the first game of the league season out the way. Once we get into the Champions League qualifying, I think that'll be a bit more competitive. And obviously the big Red Star derby. Flares out, no pyro, no party, all that sort of business. That's all to come. 72 minutes. Before we go on, I'm just going to make a quick change. College is a bit tired. He got an 8 today, actually. Bring on Pavlovic, half decent, attacking midfielder, 22 years old. Left back's a bit tired. Don't have one on the bench. Nastasic, you're going to play left back with your 9 acceleration and 12 pace. You'll be all right out there. It's probably 6-0. It's done. It's dusted. Stupar, you're on a yellow and you're a bit tired, so you're coming off and you're absolutely key to the way we play. So I'll bring on Ivan for you. Okay. treble substitution incoming after this chance. Hopefully they don't score a goal, because I've basically been taking the piss out of these, and if they're going to score a goal, you know, no, they're shite. They're not going to score a goal here. Their right back's had an absolute torrid time. He's on a 5. Come on, let's get another. We want 7. Fans are chanting. Okay, they've got a little bit of a swift counter-attack going on here. They've thrown a few bodies forward. Pavlovic has dived in, missed it. And... oh no. Offside? Oh, it is offside as well. Oh, I feel sorry for him. Yeah, he's offside. They're leaving early, the Palanca fans, and I don't blame them. They've come up against an absolute powerhouse of Serbian football here. Stojkic, come on. Oh, what a ball. Into Dragon. Oh. That would have been nice. Would have been nice. Looking like it's going to be 6. One more, come on. One more for 7. Oh. Six is a nice round number anyway, isn't it? Like, you don't want to end on an odd number. Who do these think they are anyway? Passing it around, trying to get the possession stats up. There it is. Final whistle. 6-0, first game of the season. 16 shots, 12 on target. Good efficiency on the shooting there, boys. 66% possession. Would have been more if they didn't start having a little pass around at the back then. Let's have a look. Who got man of the match? Obviously, Dragan got it with a hat-trick. Ivanovic was not far behind, 9.1 with 2. Even closer with Stojkic with a 9.5, got 2 goals and assist. All-round top performance. Some pretty good plays from the boys there. Give them a calm. A good win, boys. Well done. That's all they needed. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the episode. It's a bit of a long one, obviously introducing you to the new club in the journey today. So hopefully you're pleased with the choice that I've made to go for Partizan. Keeping with the Eastern European vibe. So let me know if you're happy with the new team that I'm at, and how you think we're gonna do. Are we gonna win the league? Red Star are obviously probably our only other competition. Did they go and win? Yes. Red Star obviously our big competition. How are we gonna do in Europe? Are we gonna get Champions League group stage? That's my biggest aim right now. Obviously I'm gonna go play Qarabag offline myself, and then Injija in the league, and then come back. I'm gonna come back for the Qarabag second round qualifying leg, depending on the first result. If I battered them, we're gonna probably leave it for the next Champions League qualifying, but we'll see. You'll see next time anyway. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate you sticking with the journey after the time off that I've had. So really appreciate you guys for sticking around, and hopefully we can get into this save now and see where this journey takes us. We're starting to get into the kind of the big leagues, aren't we? Well, not the big leagues, but the big leagues. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you. I'm going to see you next time.